Well, what is up, everyone that's tuning in for another nightly update? This one's going to be a little different. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's Friday night. We're closing out the week, getting ready for the weekend by hearing from our campus pastors. We've got all of our campus pastors on this Zoom call right now, and we're going to have some fun, a little get to know them, and have some fun little games that we're going to play with them. And so get some hype going in the chat. Come on, represent your campus. We got all these campuses represented. I'm going to introduce them in a minute so you know who we got on the call. But I think it's going to be a lot of fun. And so I want to remind you, though, before we get started, that this weekend is going to be an amazing weekend in church. We've got 3 services here in the Mid-South online. 5 o'clock Saturday night, 9:30 and 11:15 on Sunday. We've got obviously services down in Santiago, up in New York. We're online, so make sure you're tuning in, you're staying engaged, and I know it's going to be a great weekend. In fact, right here in the Mid-South and up in New York, Pastor Wayne Francis is preaching for both, so that's going to be awesome. I know Josh is down in Santiago bringing the word, I'm sure. So it's going to be an amazing weekend all over the world. Come on, how about that online connection? Well, let's get into this, and before we start, just going to get a little music going and give these introductions so you know who we're working with, okay? Let me get my my official music. All right. Make sure when I call your campus, you go crazy in the chat for your campus pastor. First up from the Austin P location. It's not about the size of the dog in the fight. It's about the size of the fight in the dog. It's Ben Forehand. Go crazy for Ben Forehand, Austin P. Next up, from the New York location. He's the lead pastor of the Life Church New York. He probably just got done with a virtual dance party. It's Wayne Francis. Go crazy in the chat for New York. Next up, from the Germantown Parkway location. We call him Johnny Worldwide, Johnny Hillsong, Johnny on the spot. It's Johnny Hill. Go crazy in the chat for Johnny Hill. Next up, from Santiago, Chile. He's currently on his 14th cup of coffee of the day. It's Josh Fuentes, and he's got coffee in his hand. How about that? Next up, we have from the Highland location. He's got the biggest muscles of this group. It's Sam Braswell. And next up from the Houston Levy location, he's probably looking at a spreadsheet right now. It's John Howe. Go crazy in the chat for Houston Levy. And finally, from the Jackson location, he could probably beat up every person you know. It's John Reeves. John Reeves from the Jackson location.
Come on.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome to our Zoom call Friday night updates. Awesome. Let me just start by hearing from each of you and see how things are going, and then we'll get into this game. I'm going to ask you a question. Each of you can kind of pop on and answer. First question is kind of a big one. Besides gathering in person in church, I know we all missed that. That's what we're looking forward to the most. Besides that, what's one thing you've really missed in this season that maybe you took for granted or you forgot how much you loved? I'm going to just go around and have all of you answer. Ben, why don't you start?
It's got to be coffee shops, hands down. I make good coffee at home, but nothing beats the vibe of a coffee shop.
Okay, coffee shops. Pastor Wayne?
Thai food.
Thai food. Can't cook it at home, I guess, huh? No, don't have that kind of capability. Pastor Johnny?
I would say in the same food van, just going to a restaurant, man.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to go out to eat and hang out with some friends.
Yep. All right, Josh, what about you?
Well, Ben got me first the coffee shops, and then Mexican food, man.
Okay. What about you, Sam?
Man, got to be sporting events. You know, it's the spring, and I haven't seen a baseball game yet.
Yeah, hopefully we can get the sports rolling pretty soon. What about you, Pastor John Howe?
Man, I miss going to the movies, and I miss the fact that the Grizzlies were going to be in the playoffs this year.
I'm still holding out hope, a little bit of hope that maybe we'll finish out the season, just start with the playoffs, maybe. I don't know.
Hoping.
Something. John Reeves, what about you?
I'm going to have to go with Sam. I'm going to go with sporting events.
Yeah.
I haven't been seeing any, so it's been rough.
Tough. We missed the sports. Okay, how about one more question? What's the best meal? I know some of you are missing restaurants, but what's the best meal you've had while you've been in quarantine? Maybe it's something that you cooked or your wife cooked or someone in your family made. What's been the best meal, Ben?
It's got to be New York pizza. We made, I have some water my wife got me for Christmas from New York. We made pizza at home. It's delicious.
You got water delivered from New York to make pizza.
That's where it's at. It's the water.
Okay, what about you, Wayne?
It's the truth. It's the water in the crust, my man.
Oh, now.
Fettuccine with shrimp.
Okay. All right. That sounds fancy. Johnny?
Yeah, I would say, hear me out. I made some Brussels sprouts.
I saw it.
I posted on Instagram, but it's Brussels sprouts with like heavy cream, bacon, chicken, Parmesan cheese, mozzarella cheese. I'm telling you, change your life right there.
I got to be honest. I skipped through that story on Instagram because I saw Brussels sprouts at the beginning. I was like, I'm out. There's nothing you can do to these that are going to make me want to eat.
That's like a bomb. It's like mini bombs.
Just take the Brussels sprouts out. That sounds like a great meal.
All right, Josh, what's a meal you've had that's been good?
Just to make sure I don't have in-house quarantine, I would say my wife's Peruvian rice.
Okay.
Out of this world.
All right, Sam.
I'm gonna go same vein, man. Katie's been making these enchiladas less a tortilla, so it's just like the mix. You cook it in a pan, man. It's been amazing.
Interesting.
I'm not a big Mexican food fan.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, John. How?
Man, I made a meatloaf. Just was going through and had a bunch of hamburger meat. I was like, I hadn't made meatloaf in a long time. So made some meatloaf with mashed potatoes. And I did Brussels sprouts too, but did them a little different. They're like roasted with bacon and a balsamic glaze. That's been the best so far.
Okay.
Bacon makes everything better.
That's it.
What's up with you guys and Brussels sprouts? Oh my Lord.
No, I don't get it.
Quarantine got you crazy.
Johnny's did look good though.
John Reeves, what about you?
Yeah, I guess I should say a big steak, but it's not the case. I did a big stick of barbecue bologna the other night on the grill. Yeah, man, it was like heaven. That's poor man's steak. That's what we call it up here. So.
Awesome. All right. Well, that's good. And one of the ideas tonight is to kind of get to know some of you a little bit better. I know hopefully everybody that goes to your location has a pretty good relationship or understanding of you. But I know we've got people all over the place, different campuses, and now even beyond just the Mid-South, around the country and world. And so I thought it'd be fun, and we thought it'd be fun to get everybody on and just have a little fun, maybe poke some fun at each other and get to know each other a little bit. So we're going to play a game called Who's Most Likely To. And it's real simple. I'm going to give you a prompt. I'm going to say who's most likely to fill in the blank, and then you guys will vote out of this group on who you think fits that prompt the best. So you should have some note cards. Let's see those note cards and see if you got them. Hold them up. Yeah, you can hold up names. Everybody's holding up different names. Okay, Johnny has got pictures. We might have to explain the pictures. That looks like Sammy Sosa.
Yeah, but this is, y'all don't know, Pastor Sam Braswell played baseball. So this is Sam Braswell right here.
All right. That's Sam.
I got my man Josh Fuentes. You might have seen him on Ant-Man. You might have seen him on Ant-Man. Then I got my man Wayne Francis, Pastor Wayne Francis right here. Right here. He's always good for a laugh. Then we got my man Ben Forehand, always coming through. He's the hero in the story. Then we got my man John Reeves.
Accurate.
He's stone cold.
Pretty accurate. All right. Well, okay, we're going to have to decipher those. When he pulls those up, we're going to have to read in our minds who that is. Okay, so it's going to be real simple. I'm going to ask the prompt. You'll get your answers up as soon as you can. We'll see kind of what the consensus is. I may call on a couple of you to explain why, but this should be fun. Okay, so in the chat, if you're watching and you have an opinion on these answers, go ahead and throw them in there too. That'd be fun, I think, just see everybody's opinion. Okay, here we go. Who is most likely to, this is really interesting, especially in our world, who's most likely to recruit someone from another campus to come to their campus? It's like, come on, we need you on the team. All right, we got people. Oh wow, we got John, we got Josh, I think that's John Howe. We got Wayne, Ben, John. I think the winner is John Howe. John Howe. Pastor Johnny, why'd you say John Howe?
First of all, I forgot this one. This is the coach of the Grizzlies, if y'all don't know. Represent Grizzlies, this Pastor John Howell. Man, he always trying to take people from my campus all the time. They already come on Saturday nights and stuff like that. And before long, it's just like, oh, yeah, I'm at Houston Levy now. I'm like, whatever, dog, whatever.
Everybody's got their own campus pride, right? You want everybody to be a part of your campus, so you got to respect it. All right, next question. Who is most likely out of this group to become a professional athlete? Let's get those answers up. A lot of Sam. Wow, Sam voting for himself. Only exception is Johnny. Sam, why'd you vote for yourself?
I just think I'm the most athletic in the group.
Okay, well, I guess everybody agreed with you.
Everybody agreed. So,
except for Johnny. I mean, Wayne's got some guns up there he's showing off, so he could maybe get in the hunt. All right, this is going to be a controversial one. Who is most likely to get arrested? Most likely to get arrested. Oh my gosh. John Reeves already up with the answer. A lot of votes for John Reeves coming in. We got a double vote from Josh. We're waiting on Pastor Wayne's vote. He says me. Oh, it's a tight one, but I think John Reeves just barely gets it. John Howe, why'd you pick John Reeves?
John still got a little rebel in him. He'll go outside the lines every once in a while, make something happen. So,
all right, I guess that's okay if you can look the other way every once in a while. All right, next question: who is most likely to drink 10 cups of coffee in a single day? I think we all know who this one is. Oh yeah, it's unanimous. It's waiting on Wayne's answer. He's a little slow on the draw over there, flipping through his cards. He's trying. He's trying. I'm assuming. Yes, Josh. Josh, in reality, how many cups of coffee do you have on an average day?
It really depends, but it's no less than 6 or 7.
He loves his coffee. I think second place probably Ben. Ben's pretty close in the coffee world, but Josh is dominant. All right, next question. I love this one. Who's most likely to cry while watching The Notebook? Who's most likely to cry? A little emotional. Okay. We got a Johnny. We got a Wayne, a Sam. I think John Reeves is frozen on Josh. I'm not sure he's actually voting for Josh. He'll come back eventually. But it looks like Johnny was the consensus. We lost John Reeves. Ben, why Johnny?
I think there's an overall soft. This is John. I think he's soft. He's got a tender heart.
And you'll find out if I'm soft. Meet me right now.
That's a better way to say it. Is a tender heart.
Better way. He's got a tender heart.
He's compassionate.
Very compassionate.
All right. Hopefully we get John Reeves back soon. All right. Let's go to the next question. Who is most likely to fall out of a roller coaster? Oh no. We got a lot of votes for Ben. Why Ben? Okay. How about Pastor Wayne? Why'd you say Ben?
Because he's adventurous and the type of guy that just
That's what you're thinking. Say it.
John Reeves is back. Welcome, everybody. The Jackson campus pastor, John Reeves.
Because he just passed the,
Thank you. Because I barely made it on the roller coaster to begin with.
That's right. John, you just missed the question. I think I know your vote, but who's most likely to fall out of a roller coaster? Yeah, he says Ben. Any comments you want to add on why that's the case?
Well, there's a height recommendation for those rides, and he would have to sneak on so nobody would really see him, and they wouldn't check him to make sure.
Oh my gosh, don't mess up. All right, next question.
His hair would get him past the.
There you go.
That's what I get past.
We didn't mention he's apparently in a Walmart or something with all that toilet paper behind him. So the store that much in stock. What store are you at right now?
This is Walmart. Thinking of better times right now. Everybody these days.
Better times. All right. Who is most likely to make their own hand sanitizer at home? Most likely to make their own hand sanitizer. We got a few John votes. We got some Ben votes. We got a Ben. Wayne really contemplating over there. He's analyzing every answer. He says Ben. Ben is the unanimous answer, or almost unanimous. John Howell, why did you say Ben?
Because Ben makes everything at home. He makes bread. He makes pizza. He construction. He does everything. So he seems like the guy that would use essential oils, and he's from California.
Yeah, essential oils.
Too far.
At least have a few laying around the house somewhere.
Yeah, he's a little extra like that. Even shipping water from New York. He
definitely
extra. Okay, here's a good one. Who is most likely to wear cargo shorts? We got a Sam vote. Wow, we got John Reeves. A lot of John Reeves. Wow, John Reeves is taking it. Who knew? All right, John Reeves very big on the cargo shorts. John, do you like cargo shorts? You voted for yourself. What do you think about them?
I just like shorts, period. So it's the way it is.
You've probably got a pair on right now.
No. You got a pair on right now?
No. Well, okay. All right, next question. Who is most likely to win the lottery? All right, a little more random. I'm not sure how we would answer this. We got a lot of Johnny votes. Johnny. We got a Wayne vote. We got a Wayne vote. 3 Wayne votes, 3 Johnny. Josh, you're going to break the tie. He says Wayne. Wayne Francis wins the lottery. Josh, why did you say Pastor Wayne?
I don't know if you checked his Instagram. The guy met the Pope.
Okay.
I mean, you got to win something after that. I mean, you've got the blessing from the boat.
Okay, yeah, he met that's a good enough answer. All right, how about this one? Who is most likely to go to a Justin Bieber concert?
Ooh.
Ben says himself, and there's some Ben votes coming in. We got a John Howe vote. Wow, that's interesting. Johnny gets a vote. Pastor Ben. All right, most people said Pastor Ben. Sam, why did you say Ben?
Just because he so confidently voted for himself. I didn't really know who on that one. I saw the me go up, and I was like, something lit up. I'm like, he must be a Bieber fan.
Ben, why did you vote for yourself?
I'm a believer. You guys got some great music.
All right, represent. No shame.
I've been with
California.
Hey, I said John Howell only because he's got a daughter, and I know he would do anything for Lacey.
Okay, that's a sweet answer. That's very nice. All right, who is most likely to spend an entire day at the gym? An entire day. We got a lot of. We got a lot of Sam votes, and we got a bonus John Reeves vote. Pastor Wayne up there thinking he's got Sam. Sam, what's the longest amount of time you've ever spent at the gym?
Man, 2.5 hours.
2.5 hours. What do you do for 2.5 hours?
Well, if you ever get in the middle of working out, somebody comes up, strikes conversation. I'm not one of those guys that's just like, okay, I was here for 2 hours, I'm gone. I'm like, no, man, I got to finish the workout. So,
yeah, I could get 30 minutes that's a good workout in my opinion. All right, who is most likely to win the Nobel Prize? The Nobel Prize. A lot of thinking on this one. We get a John Howe vote up first. We got a Josh Fuentes vote. We got a Johnny Hill vote all over the board right now. Let's see. Wayne's got a vote. John Howe's got a vote. John Howe. Johnny's saying himself he doesn't have a picture for himself. I think John barely gets it. Wayne, why'd you say John Howe?
Because the guy's just brilliant at so many things, systems, structures, processing people. He's just smart, crazy smart.
Yeah, that's good. Johnny, you tried to vote for yourself, but you couldn't quite get the votes. Why did you vote for yourself?
Well, I was thinking like the Nobel Peace Prize. You know, I consider myself a peacemaker.
That's good. Okay, how about this one? This is a little dark, but who is most likely to die first in a zombie apocalypse? Who's most likely to die first? All right, we got a Johnny vote, a Josh vote. Josh says me. Wow, all these votes for Josh. Who knew? Oh, what is the deal? That was not who I was expecting. John Howe, why did you say Josh?
Well, if you'd have said who's the last person to die, I would have picked John Reeves.
Right.
But I don't know. There's something about Pastor Josh Fuentes that just seems like he's not going to put up much of a fight. I don't know.
I just might as well just give in. Just surrender.
Wow.
Coffee's out. Just take me out.
He would be out protecting everybody else. He would take the hit so everybody else could get away.
I love that surrendered heart you have, Pastor Josh. That's great. All right, this is going to be an easy one. Who's most likely to win a fight? Who's most likely to fight?
No question.
Unanimous, it looks like. We got wait a minute. Ben came in with the Wayne Francis. I'm not sure about that one. Why Wayne?
I mean, I know that Pastor John Reeves has things to live for, but Pastor Wayne has 3 girls at home. He's got to come home. He's going to fight till the end. He's going to stay. He's going to stay.
Remember, I know not everybody was a part of this, but a few years ago we did that man night where we had a boxing match with all of our campus pastors, and John Reeves did dominate that. So if you're at the man night with the boxing match, comment in the chat that you were there, because that was a pretty epic night.
We should throw up that picture of Johnny. One epic picture of Johnny when he just
he hit a pretty big shot to the face. All right, who is most likely? This is my favorite one. Who is most likely to collect stamps? All right, we got a little split. We got a John Reeves. We got 2 for Ben. We got 2 for John Howe. We're waiting. We got 3 for Ben. Ben Forehand wins collect stamps. That's an upset. Why Wayne did you vote for Ben? Was it just everybody else voted for him?
Because he's creative and he'd want to collect stamps that are from across the world. He curates.
I got you. I like Wayne's answers. He always figures out a way to make it a really positive thing. I'm not sure collecting.
Yeah.
I guess it's all right. Some people do it. All right. How about this one? Who's most likely to say it's cold when it's 80 degrees outside? Maybe be a little wimp when it comes to the weather. Sam says himself. We got to vote for Johnny. We got to vote for Josh, Johnny, Sam, Josh, John, all over the board. Okay. Well, I'm trying to count the votes. We got 3 for Johnny. We got 2 for Josh. I think Johnny wins. Johnny, you're not a big fan of the cold, huh?
No, bro. I'm from Louisiana, baby.
I thought maybe Josh could win that one because he's down in Santiago and like the weather's.
But I lived in Michigan.
That's true. But when I go to Santiago, if it's like 75 degrees, everybody's got jackets on. They're like, it's cold outside. But I guess you're different because you are from Michigan. So, all right. Next question. Who is most likely to have multiple typos in a text? Multiple typos.
For John Howe.
Pastor John's here. He's asking if he can vote for John Howe. So I think Pastor John Siebling's vote is gonna. It's unanimous anyway. John Howe. Lots of typos. I don't know if it's because he's used to typing on an Android. He hasn't quite switched over in his heart to iPhone. He has an iPhone now, but he's so used to Android. I'm not sure what it is. John, why do you type so many typos?
I just send it before I look at it. Like sometimes it autocorrects. Like when I try to type talk, it changes it to y'all. Or I type so fast, sometimes I'll get some letters out of order, and I just send it. And I'm trying to slow down and edit myself.
You trying to say y'all is not a word?
No, I'm just saying it changes it from what I mean it to be to what it's something else.
Okay, I just wanted to clarify that.
All right. Who's most likely to not answer the phone when you call? Who's leaving you on red? Who's not answering that phone, sending that text back? Let's see. Everybody's thinking. They're having to think about this one. I like it. Let's see. Everybody's really contemplating. John was up first with a Ben. We got a John Reeves vote. We got a John Howe vote. We're all over the board here. We got Johnny's voting for himself. We got to vote for Ben. That's 2 votes for Ben now. We got to vote for John Howe, vote for Johnny. Wow, it's like a tie. All right. Okay. Johnny, you voted for yourself. What, you don't answer phone calls?
No, it's just like sometimes I just don't feel my phone. I sit it down. I just sit, like when I get home, I just sit it down.
Yeah, I've always got mine on me, but I think John Reeves, somebody voted for John. I feel like John always answers when I call, but everybody's different. Some people answer depending on who's calling. That makes a difference. All right. That definitely makes a difference. I like how Josh, I don't know if you guys have noticed this, Josh only sends audio voice messages. Like the other day, he sent me a text, but it was a 2.5-minute audio message. So I had to get alone and listen to this audio message. Like he didn't want to type it out. What's up with the audio?
Makes everything easy
for you.
Yeah, exactly. For me.
All right. Who's most likely to lock themselves out of their house? Oh, we got a couple people voting for themselves. We get a Sam vote. People thinking here. We got Sam's taking the lead here. Wow, this was surprising. I didn't know Sam was. Maybe this is Josh and Wayne. A little Wayne vote. I could see Wayne maybe getting distracted. Yeah, he says himself. Sam barely wins. Sam, why did you vote for yourself? Has this happened to you?
Yeah, it actually happened to me twice in 1 month. One time our apartment complex was closed, and I had to sit outside and wait for my wife to get home. She was teaching a dance class. So I sat outside on our patio for about an hour and a half before she made it home.
Oh, my gosh. Okay, wow. All right, this is going to be a tough one. Who is most likely to spend the least amount of time getting ready? Spend the least amount of time. We got a lot of John Reeves votes. Himself. John Reeves is getting the majority of the votes, though. John Reeves, let's just do a comparison. John Reeves, how long does it take for you to get ready?
A couple of minutes, 2 minutes maybe, in and out.
2 minutes. John Howe, how much time?
Well, I got to ask, John, do you shower at all?
Yeah.
You take a shower in less than 2 minutes?
I'm okay. I was going to say 5 minutes. I mean, for me, but I can't beat 2 or 3.
Wow. Who takes the longest? That wasn't an official question.
I think that's going to be Wayne.
Ben raised his hand. Ben, how long does it take you?
Probably about 30 minutes.
Okay. I think Wayne's probably going to beat that, huh? Would you say so?
It's a situation. You got to feel it.
Okay. Who's most likely to keep their house the coldest? Yeah. Okay, we got a John Howard, a John Reeves, a lot of John Reeves votes. It seems like any vote that is like who's the most hardcore, John Reeves is going to win. That's the trend that we're seeing. Okay, just a couple more, and then we'll wrap up. Who's most likely to get left behind in an airport? We got a couple Wayne votes. We got a lot of Wayne. Oh wow, Wayne Francis is going to take this one.
This is savage.
Why Wayne Francis? I could see it though. You know, it's probably he gets distracted talking to somebody or in a store, and you just talking
Oh my phone.
on your phone. Has anybody ever gotten left behind at an airport? Anything like that ever happened? Nobody. That's good. Wayne, do you think you would get? Would you vote for yourself, or is there somebody else you would vote
Yeah,
for?
I think I would. It's possible. Distracted.
I can see him going straight when everybody's turning right, and he just keeps going somewhere and just gets lost.
Yep. Okay, two more. Who is most likely to make a 911 call? Maybe a little paranoid, a little scared. Got to get that call in quick. They're thinking about it. Couple Wayne votes coming in. We got Fuentes, a Sam. We got a Ben. We got a Ben. We got 2 votes for Ben, 2 votes for Wayne. Sam goes with Wayne. Wayne takes it. Wow.
Chile doesn't have a 911.
I guess Josh wouldn't win.
What do you do?
What do you do in an emergency?
Call 133. I don't know. It's 133.
Okay. I think the least likely to call 911 would be
John Reeves.
John Reeves. Yeah. John Reeves. He just handled it himself. All right. Final question. Who is most likely to have an amazing hidden talent that you didn't know about? Who's got some hidden talent that nobody knows about? We got to vote for Josh. We got to vote for Josh. We got to vote for John. A vote for Sam. Let's see. I actually have my own answer on this because I found out something recently I didn't know. John Reeves got a vote. Jay Hill.
I don't know.
Okay, we got a lot of votes. I think Johnny he just has a lot of talents. They're not hidden, right? I think I found out the other day, Josh was like he's like a trained classical pianist. He's like legit piano player. Josh, tell us about that. Why are you so good at piano?
No, it's not classical piano. It's going to sound so geeky. I love American standards. So I grew up learning American standards, songs that Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin would sing. So I learned how to play jazz.
Wow.
Awesome.
Anybody else have a really cool hidden talent that we don't know about that you want to broadcast to the world now? I'm guessing no. Wow, it's silence. Okay, that's a good place to wrap up. Thanks, everybody, for jumping on and having some fun with us. One more time, why don't you hype up the chat for your campus pastor? Show some love. Come on, we got Ben and Wayne and Johnny and Josh and Sam and John, all the campuses, one church, many locations. Hey, you're kind of your own campus pastor now at your home. So we got more campus pastors than ever, but can't wait to gather again soon and everybody seeing their campus pastor again. But thanks for joining in Friday. Don't forget this weekend, going to be a great weekend in church. Jump online. We got lots of services in Santiago, New York, and here in the Mid-South. And looking forward to hearing from Pastor Wayne. So it's going to be an amazing weekend. We love you. Hope you have a great rest of your night and a great weekend. We'll see you tomorrow night, 5 o'clock online. Have a great night.